Hello students, today we will discuss about the commercial cells or batteries. Normally in entrance examination you get question about simple reactions occurring at anode or cathode in different kind of cells or batteries, or can take for different batteries their application means uses or the drawbacks. So in the given topic we will discuss about this commercial cells or batteries which are used almost every time by us in our daily life as well. We are using watches, mobiles, calculators, computers, in home, cars, almost everywhere we are using this batteries. So let us say battery basically when we take commercial cells or batteries, battery basically are using the chemical redox reactions which is helping to produce electrical energy. In the battery they involve redox reactions. That redox reaction is spontaneous, involving flow of electrons. That flow of electron we use for generation of the electrical current. So basically they are involving the galvanic cell or voltaic cells or electrochemical cells for this purpose of generation of the electrical energy from chemical reactions. Now all the electrochemical cells cannot be used for generation of electrical energy or in batteries. Like I have given the basic inputs here ki, when you take batteries are basically electrochemical cells. Batteries are basically electrochemical cells or galvanic cells which generate electrical energy by chemical redox reactions which are spontaneous. But each and every electrochemical cell cannot be used as battery or commercial cells. Why? Because of these two reasons. There are two main reasons because of which we cannot use batteries for commercial purpose. All electrochemical cells cannot be used for commercial purpose. हमारे क्या दो ड्रॉबैक आते हैं. पहला क्या है, if you take already we have seen the working of electrochemical cells. What they involve? They have salt bridge. We take one anodic compartment, one cathodic compartment. They are using salt bridge. The salt bridge have high internal resistance. When the salt bridge have high internal resistance, so what will happen? So whenever from the cell we want to withdraw more current, the voltage will decrease sharply. That is one of the main drawback, that we cannot use all cells which are having salt bridge for the purpose of commercial batteries or cells preparations. क्यों? पहला पॉइंट क्या हुआ कि they use salt bridge which has, आप लिख लो इस पॉइंट को, मैं दिखते रहिए आप लोग. They have salt bridge or use salt bridge which has high internal resistance. So if we try to draw large current, their voltage will drop sharply. That is one drawback. Second drawback taken there, they lack compactness. मतलब उसको मैं compactness and ruggedness. Ruggedness क्या होता है? Rough handling. अब बैटरी क्या होता है, आप घर ले जाते हैं कई बार, मोबाइल पे ऐसे डाल दिया, वॉच पे निकाल छोड़ दी कहीं पे भी, कई बार गिर जाती है मोबाइल, कई बार गिरता है, ठीक है ना. तो क्या होता है, गिरने से क्या होता है, कुछ फर्क पड़ना नहीं चाहिए. इफ यू टेक इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल्स, गैल्वेनिक सेल छोड़ दो, क्या होगा, फूट जाएगा. तो क्या करेंगे इसमें, हमने क्या बोला, दे लैक कॉम्पैक्टनेस इन स्मॉल स्पेस. दे शुड हैव कॉम्पैक्ट स्पेस इन विच वी कैन पुट देम, एंड रगडनेस. वन टर्म वी आर यूजिंग रगडनेस मींस होता है रफ हैंडलिंग, कि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करना है आपका, पोर्टेबिलिटी करनी है बैटरीज का. तो क्या होना चाहिए, दे शुड नॉट हैव एनी डिस्टर्बेंस और नथिंग शुड हैपन in their functioning. That is meaning ruggedness. So we have many cells which are lacking compactness and ruggedness, especially for portability purpose. For these two main issues or reasons, all electrochemical cells will not be suitable for this commercial purpose. So when we think about this cells or electrochemical cell to be used for this commercial purpose, the two drawbacks should be mainly overcome. कैसे कैसे, आपका पहला क्या है, क्या लिखा है, फॉर इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल टू बी यूज्ड एज कमर्शियल सेल दे शुड फुलफिल द टू रिक्वायरमेंट्स. आप ये लिखते रहो सारा, बिकॉज आपको इतना ही पढ़ना है इसके बारे में, एंड दैट इज सफिशिएंट फॉर एग्जामिनेशंस. क्या है पहला पॉइंट, दे शुड हैव कॉम्पैक्टनेस, स्मॉल स्पेस, दे शुड बी कंसंट्रेटेड. दे शुड हैव रगडनेस इन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, पोर्टेबिलिटी. दे शुड हैव नो इम्पैक्ट, लाइटनेस, लाइट होना चाहिए इसका वेट यहाँ पर, एंड शुड हैव लॉन्ग लाइफ एज वेल. अगला पॉइंट क्या है, when we are using the batteries, the voltage should not drop sharply. Okay, during use, the voltage of this such cells should not drop sharply in their use. तो ये हमारे दो requirements हैं. अगर fulfill होंगे, then the batteries or can take electrochemical cells we can use for the commercial purpose. And we are studying here three types of cells. We will study here three types of cells. कौन से सेल पढ़ेंगे? पहला होता है प्राइमरी सेल. I'll just explain here. So today working here of commercial cells or batteries, we will use three types of cells which are in our syllabus. First can be taken primary cells. Primary cells. What are primary cells? Basically we are using primary cells only once. The redox reaction will occur in the primary cell only once, and after the reaction is over, the battery become dead. It cannot generate more electrical energy. It cannot supply current for more duration after or once the battery is dead. So what happens? They have redox reaction occurring only once in the primary cells. They cannot be recharged. Like we have several cells, we cannot recharge them. So that the primary cells basically they will not be recharged, or we cannot recharge them. So we will study two types of cells in our syllabus in primary cells. One taken is dry cell. We will take the working right now of cells. Second taken called as mercury cell. Mercury cell. We will syllabus about dry cells and mercury cell. And second taken then here secondary cells. What are secondary cells? In secondary cells, they are basically rechargeable. They are rechargeable and they can function as both electrolytic cell and electrochemical cells. They can act as both electrolytic cell and galvanic cell. Means क्या होता है कि from outside when we supply electrical energy, आपको ये पॉइंट ध्यान होगा when we were teaching you about electrochemical cells or galvanic cell, I told when from outside if we supply voltage more than the cell voltage, cell's electromotive force, then the cell reaction will be reverse. आपको याद होगा galvanic cell में, in galvanic cell what is cell voltage? E naught cell we told 1.10 volt. If from outside we supply voltage lower than 1.1, even then reaction keep on occurring in the forward direction, means zinc oxidized to give zinc plus 2 ion, Cu plus 2 ion reduced to copper metal, but reaction slows down. Now if from outside we apply voltage equal to the cell voltage 1.1 volt, then the reaction stop. We can say reaction come to point of equilibrium. Reaction cannot happen in any direction. And now when the voltage exceeds 1.1 volt, then what happen? The reaction will reverse. Electrochemical cell will start functioning as electrolytic cell. The galvanic cell start functioning as electrolytic cell. From outside we supply electric current, so their copper get oxidized and zinc plus 2 ion will get reduced. The reaction will occur in the backward direction. Same thing happen in the secondary cells. From outside when we supply electrical energy, they undergo recharging. Then they act as electrolytic cell. And once we are using them from the battery, we are withdrawing current, then they will act as galvanic cell or electrochemical cell, where by chemical redox reaction which are spontaneous, they supply to us electrical energy. They produce electrical energy by the spontaneous redox reaction. So we will study what happen more thing in the given secondary cells. They generate some solids, electrolytes, solids compounds which remain on the electrodes. They stick on the electrodes so that the direction of reaction can be reversed at any time. We will explain about this in details when I take the working of cells. So in our syllabus we will have two kind of cells in secondary cells. One we will study about lead storage battery, and second will be taken about, one is lead storage battery, second nickel cadmium battery, nickel cadmium cell, called also Nicard cell, nickel cadmium cell. So that is secondary cells. We will study about their working, functioning, drawbacks also. थर्ड आता है इसमें फ्यूल सेल्स. Fuel cells. What happens in fuel cells? They convert the heat of combustion, the enthalpy of combustion, into electrical energy. These fuel cells convert the enthalpy of combustion into electrical energy. Because we know combustion reaction are redox reactions. Combustion reactions are redox reactions. So we take combustion reaction of hydrogen or CO or methane by different fuels. When the fuels undergo combustion, the second reactant is understood oxygen. So we can have H2O2 fuel cell, COO2 fuel cell, CH4O2 fuel cells. Means the fuel undergo combustion, and then in combustion, which is a combustion reaction, which is a redox reaction. That redox reaction involve electrons exchange. They produce or convert the enthalpy of combustion. फ्यूल का क्या होता है कंबस्शन. कंबस्शन क्या है? रिडॉक्स रिएक्शन. तो these fuel cells convert the enthalpy of combustion directly into electrical energy. These fuel cells convert the enthalpy of combustion into electrical energy. Okay, so in this case we will study mainly about your fuel cells. Hydrogen O2 fuel cell. We study about your hydrogen H2O2 fuel cell. This fuel cells are finding specific high uses, especially when we require to use them without pollution. And moreover, in these fuel cells, they are used where? In spacecraft. Because in suppose this H2O2 fuel cell, H2O2 fuel cell क्या होता है इसमें? Combustion reaction होगा and they produce water. Water can be used in drinking purpose in the spacecraft. And they are lighter and they have very high efficiency. If you take in the fuel cells, they have normally efficiency of conversion of heat energy to electric energy around more than 60%. It can go up to 70% or more. But if you take the combustion of coal in thermal power plant, they rarely reach the rarely reach the efficiency of around 40%. मीनिंग लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी इज वेस्टेड. क्यों? पहले कंबस्शन होता है कोल का, क्या बनाएगा? CO2 गैसेस. इन द कंबस्शन रिएक्शन दे प्रोड्यूस हीट. दैट हीट इज यूज्ड टू इवापोरेट वाटर फॉर जनरेशन ऑफ स्टीम. दैट स्टीम विल हेल्प इन रोटेटिंग द टर्बाइन्स which can produce electrical energy. So what happen? There is energy wastage, and the thermal power plants, they rarely reaches or they have efficiency in general around 40%. Whereas these fuel cells, they have an efficiency around or more than even 70%. Average taken 60 to 70% of heat of combustion will convert to electrical energy in the fuel cells. So they are quite useful in that respect. Now we will take the working of these cells one by one. First we take primary cells. In the primary cell, first we take working of dry cell. आपको पढ़ना क्या सारे cells में, क्या आपके लिए important है? Questions मैं पूछने के लिए पहले पूछते हैं बैटरीज का बेसिकली रिएक्शंस क्या होंगे. एनोड पर रिएक्शन क्या है, कैथोड पर रिएक्शन क्या है, बैटरी में क्या एडवांटेज है उसके और क्या उसके डिसएडवांटेज हैं, आपको ये देखना है इसमें. और इसका डिस्पोजल के प्रॉब्लम होती है कुछ बैटरीज का, वो आपको देखना है इसमें है. वोल्टेज कितना तक ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं, उसका लाइफ कितना है. तो देयर डिफरेंट सुटेबिलिटी वी डिसाइड ऑफ द बैटरीज, कितना करंट चाहिए उससे अकॉर्डिंग हम बैटरीज करते हैं. तो वी कैन यूज द डिफरेंट सेल्स एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट कि वी रिक्वायर लो वोल्टेज, हाई करंट. तो इन दैट केस we will use different batteries. So in the given batteries, first we will take here is primary cells, and in the primary cell, first cell will be taken here a dry cell. Okay, so let us take next topic, dry cell. So let us take our primary cell. Example is taken in the primary cell, dry cell. Already I told you in primary cell or primary cells, redox reaction occur only once. they are not rechargeable, we cannot reuse them after they are dead. So what the basic diagram I drawn for a dry cell. ड्राई सेल आप जो देखते हैं यूज करते हैं लाइक इन टॉर्च, फ्लैश लाइट, जो हम यूज करते हैं, बैटरीज होते हैं, बड़े बड़े बैटरीज आप मिडल होते हैं साइज के, और कैन यूज इन wall clocks, or we are using where this dry cells in that many flashlight or radios etc. So those batteries, when we are using dry cells, one simple diagram is specified here of a primary cell or dry cell example. In the dry cell what happens, the anode is cylindrical zinc vessel. We take a cup, zinc vessel or zinc container that is acting as cylindrical shape. That zinc vessel is acting as anode. Anode is given negative sign. At anode they produce electrons by the reaction, and then we can take we have in the center a graphite rod. Graphite rod in center. This graphite rod is not touching the base. This basically entire vessel is made of zinc cup, zinc vessel. So the base, this graphite rod is not touching the base, and then at the top they have metal cap. It is sealed by pitch seal taken here, and this zinc vessel, we have on the zinc vessel cardboard cover. आपने बैटरी को भी देखा होगा, उसमें they have covering on the batteries. Why? To protect it from atmosphere. लिखा इसमें space between the you can take this cathode graphite rod and the zinc vessel is filled by the paste of ZnCl2 and NH4Cl. Just around graphite we try to have higher concentration of manganese dioxide and carbon black, porous material. So around that we have this entire vessel is filled by the paste of ZnCl2 and NH4Cl. We are filling by the paste of ZnCl2 and NH4Cl. The space between the anode, आप लिखते रहो सारे पॉइंट्स को, space between anode and cathode is filled with paste of ZnCl2 and NH4Cl touching the zinc vessel, whereas MnO2 and carbon black powder form, they are touching the graphite rod in center. Now what happens? The zinc container or vessel is covered with a cardboard to protect it from atmosphere. You know, zinc have very low inert Rp, minus 0.76 volt. So to protect the zinc from action of atmosphere, we are covering the zinc vessel or container with the cardboard. Okay. Now what are reactions? And around in the given battery they have several complex reactions. The reactions are written here in simplified form. Like zinc vessel will dissolve to give zinc plus 2 ions, producing electrons at anode. हमारा reactions common सारी जगह पर रहते हैं. अगर हम बोलते हैं एनोड पे क्या रिएक्शन होता है, ऑक्सीडेशन, यहाँ भी सेम है. एट एनोड ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन विल टेक प्लेस. व्हाट हैपेंस एट कैथोड? रिडक्शन रिएक्शन. रिडक्शन किसका होगा? MnO2 का, थ्रू कार्बन फॉर्म. तो इसमें क्या है, MnO2 प्लस अमोनियम आयंस प्लस 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन गिव Mn2O3. Manganese have oxidation number +4, will convert to manganese in +3 oxidation number by gain of electrons and liberating ammonia gas and water. If we add both reactions, it is net reaction. Zinc get oxidized to zinc plus 2 ions. MnO2 get reduced from Mn2O3. Ammonium ions will give ammonia and water. O will come from MnO2. So that is what happening in the net reaction in the dry cell. Now what happens? This ammonia produce. इसका बैटरी में क्या है, कुछ पॉइंट्स आप ध्यान रखेंगे. क्या क्या पॉइंट्स होंगे? In the reaction, first of all, this ammonia gas is produced. It does not escape to atmosphere. In the reaction, ammonia gas produced does not escape to atmosphere, but this ammonia will combine with ZnCl2 in the paste. Ammonia plus ZnCl2 to form soluble complex in the same paste, ZnNH3 Ammonia gas in the reaction produced will not escape out, but ammonia will combine with the ZnCl2 and form this complex. So ammonia will not escape out. पॉइंट नंबर 1 आप ध्यान रखेंगे इसमें। अगला पॉइंट में क्या आता है कि दिस बैटरी दे प्रोवाइड ए वोल्टेज अराउंड 1.25, दे प्रोवाइड द वोल्टेज ऑफ अराउंड 1.25 to 1.5 voltage. They provide the voltage of 1.25 to 1.50. That voltage is produced from the given battery during its use. That is second point. And these batteries are not, इसका main drawback सबसे बड़ा क्या होता है कि these batteries have not long life, they are short life. इसका सबसे बड़ा drawback यही था batteries का कि they have very short life. Even when the battery is not used, it can become dead. Even when the battery is not used, it can become dead. क्यों? It contains the paste which has NH4Cl. You know from chapter ionic equilibrium, salt NH4Cl is acidic in nature. It is a salt of strong acid HCl and weak base ammonium hydroxide or ammonia. So salt is acidic in nature. It can dissolve the vessel. It can dissolve the vessel slowly. तो even if you keep the battery, नया बैटरी रखा हुआ है, leave for some more duration, battery become dead. क्यों? Because the NH4Cl in the battery will dissolve the zinc vessel slowly, even when the battery is not in use. So इसका सबसे बड़ा drawback ये होता है कि these batteries are having short life, not long life. I hope this is clear. इन बैटरी का आपका ड्रॉबैक और इसका एडवांटेज इज दैट they can supply good enough voltage for the time they are used. Okay, it is about your dry cell. First example in primary cells. Now second cell will be taken about here is mercury cell. Okay, so let us take mercury cell now. So let us take second cell taken as primary cells. Example is mercury cell. In the mercury cell, where we are using mercury cells, they are also called button cells. They are very small in size. आपने कभी देखा होगा घर में, like in watches, calculator sometime, hearing aids, small electrical devices in which it is difficult to put bigger batteries. We are putting mercury cells. क्या लिखा है? They are using small electrical devices such as example taken like hearing aids, watches or calculators. We are using these batteries. What is in batteries? Zinc container is acting as anode. It is a complex type diagram. In your books you can see the diagram. I'm just writing simplified manner because for you the reactions and the batteries application are important. So what is anode? Zinc container is acting as anode. Cathode is carbon rod. Carbon rod is acting as cathode. What is electrolyte? They have electrolyte moist mercury oxide mixed with KOH filled between the two electrodes is acting as electrolyte. So electrolyte is mercury oxide plus KOH. Then a lining of porous paper. First separation. A lining of porous paper keep electrolyte separated from the zinc anode. What is reactions now at anode and cathode? Now reactions are important for you to understand. At anode, oxidation reaction occur of zinc to get zinc oxide plus water and oxidation lose 2 electrons. Reduction occur of mercury ions to form mercury metal, liquid form plus 2 OH negative ion. Now what is net reaction involved here? If you take net reaction, when we write here, it can be taken Zn, zinc amalgam plus HgO solid. If you take water in the net reaction, cancels out. So is OH negative in the net reaction cancel out. Electrons in the net reaction cancel out. What we have product side? ZnO solid plus Hg liquid. If you take net reaction on both sides, they don't involve any ion. This point is very important कि आपका जो नेट रिएक्शन यहाँ पर हो रहा है उसमें कोई भी आयन इन्वॉल्व नहीं है. इसका एडवांटेज क्या है? अगर नेट रिएक्शन में कोई आयंस इन्वॉल्व नहीं है तो क्या होता है? उसका कंसंट्रेशन वेरी नहीं करता है. नेट रिएक्शन डज नॉट इन्वॉल्व एनी आयन whose concentration can vary, change, whose concentration can change or vary with time. So what happens? This point find application or use that this battery can provide a constant voltage. It can provide a constant voltage of around 1.35 volt throughout its life. You can just recall in the dry cell we were having the electrolyte that NH4Cl was reacting with the zinc vessel. That drawback is not there. These batteries can provide a longer life, and in the longer life they provide a constant voltage of 1.35 volt. तो इसके दो एडवांटेज हुए कि एक तो क्या हुआ, इसका मेन पॉइंट के नेट रिएक्शन does not involve any ion whose concentration can change with time, so they can provide a constant voltage of nearly 1.35 volt. तो कम है dry cell से, but still is better and throughout its life. पहला पॉइंट. देन इसका व्हाट इज मेन ड्रॉबैक. इनका ड्रॉबैक आता है मर्करी कंपाउंड्स. मर्करी कंपाउंड्स आर, वी कैन टेक नेचुरल हैजार्ड्स, दे आर पॉइजनस इन नेचर. Mercury compounds are poisonous. Mercury itself is poison. So what happens is mercury compounds, poisonous nature, make difficult the disposal of these batteries. Disposal when they release suppose and leakage of mercury in any case will cause loss in terms of its poisonous nature. That the main drawback of these batteries. इसका एप्लीकेशन कहाँ पर होता है? इसका मेन एप्लीकेशन आपका है in watches, hearing aids or small electrical devices. Okay, so it is about your mercury cell. One more example taken of the primary cell. Now let us take secondary cells examples. In secondary cells we will take two main cells. One is called lead storage battery and second is taken nickel cadmium battery, NiCad battery. So let us take the working of secondary cells now. So let us now come on the secondary cells. One example, we will take two cells here. One is lead storage battery and second is nickel cadmium battery. So let us first take the working of lead storage battery. What happens if you take arrangement or structure wise? When the battery, if you see practical, that you go to some shop, electrical shop where the work is going on batteries, you can see after cut off that what the battery contains. They are actually made of lead grid. Actually there's assemblies there of lead grids containing spongy lead. We call them lead plates. The lead grids are there. We take many sheets, bunches of lead grid which contain spongy lead filled in them, and then they are acting as anode. Spongy lead is filled in the lead plates or lead grid, that is acting as anode, and we take again lead grids containing powdered PbO2 filled in them. Lead grids containing powdered PbO2 filled in them, that is acting as cathode. And we are taking solution of dilute sulfuric acid as electrolyte. When the battery is fully charged, then the concentration of acid is nearly 38% by mass. When the battery is charged, it has concentration of sulfuric acid around 38% by weight, and solution of density nearly 1.3 gram per cc. Solution of density nearly 1.3 gram per cc per ml. So it is the simple arrangement I try to show for your understanding purpose only. We will take bunches of lead sheets or lead grid containing spongy lead filled in them, that will act as anode. We take assemblies connected here. Normally we connect around 6 cells to make up one battery, and then again we take lead grids containing powdered PbO2 filled in them. PbO2 will act as cathode in the given battery. So let us say reactions when the battery will be used. देखिए this battery or in general secondary cells, they are rechargeable. They are rechargeable means we can use them again and again. Once they are used, they get discharged. Again by recharging, the cell reactions are reversed, and then the battery we can use again. We are using these batteries most commonly in your, like you can take house. When the current is coming, light is coming, what happens? The battery will be undergoing recharging. So that when the light goes, current goes, what happens? The battery will act as electrochemical cell, and then the battery will produce electrical current, electric energy, that is help in running the electrical devices. आपका एग्जाम टाइम पढ़ना होता है, एग्जाम का टाइम पढ़ना होता है तो लाइट कहाँ से आएगा? अगर लाइट चलाता है, स्पेशली अगर आपके प्लेस पर लाइट कट होता है, पावर कट होता है, तो नॉर्मली यू हैव पावर बैकअप. क्या होता है इसमें? वी टेक वन इन्वर्टर एंड वी टेक बैटरीज असेंबलीज आर टेकन to convert the AC to DC or vice versa. Now what happen when this cell will act as both electrolytic cell and electrochemical cell. When the battery is undergoing chemical redox reaction spontaneous, it supply electrical energy. Then they are acting as galvanic cell or electrochemical cell. And when the battery is discharged, it need recharging. So what happen during recharging? During recharging, the battery will act as electrolytic cell. From outside, we are supplying electrical energy that help in chemical redox reaction. So electric energy will convert to chemical energy during recharging. During discharging, it is acting as galvanic cell. Due to chemical reaction, they produce electric energy. That's the functioning of all secondary cells. One point more, I'll show you. Let's say reaction. What reactions happen at anode and cathode? If you take anode reaction, lead solid oxidized to give lead sulfate PbSO4 in presence of sulfuric acid, give PbSO4 solid plus 2 H plus ions plus 2 electrons. At anode, oxidation reaction take place. At cathode, reduction reaction occur, where in reduction reaction PbO2 solid plus 2 plus sulfuric acid aqueous plus 2 H plus ions plus 2 electrons will form PbSO4 solid plus 2 H2O liquid. If you add both reactions, what we get? Net cell reaction. At anode, what happened during discharging? That the reaction during discharging, the battery will supply electric energy. Pb solid oxidized to lead sulfate, giving electrons in presence of sulfuric acid as electrolyte. PbO2 also oxidized. PbO2 reduce. Lead have plus 4 oxidation number, will form lead plus 2 oxidation number. If you just add both reactions, what is net cell reaction? Pb solid plus PbO2 solid plus 2 moles of sulfuric acid aqueous. This can be written as 4 hydrogen plus ions plus sulfate ion as well. I'm just writing simplified way. 2 PbSO4 solid plus 2 H2O liquid. If you see the net reaction, in the net reaction what happened? At anode and cathode, both electrode they produce lead sulfate solid. This lead sulfate will not go in solution. Lead sulfate will not go in solution. It accumulate on the electrodes. It is the requirement for the secondary cells. If they produce some substances, solid substances, which should not go in solution, but they remain stick on the electrodes, so that at any time direction of reaction can be reversed. The direction of reaction can be reversed. So PbSO4 is produced solid, will not go in solution and settle down at the bottom. It remain on the electrodes. Remember, it remain on the electrodes. So that if the reaction is to occur in backward direction, suppose from outside we supply electric energy, तो reaction का reverse reaction हो जाएगा. In the backward direction, this will be reduced. This is oxidized. So backward direction or backward reaction will take place. Now for backward reaction, we again require lead sulfate. If it is not in contact with the electrodes, reaction become difficult. So it is requirement that they should form some salts which are remaining on the electrodes respectively. So this lead sulfate will remain on the electrode when it is produced during discharging. Now further see the net reaction. Pb solid, PbO2 solid. Solution have two only components. One is sulfuric acid, second is water. One is sulfuric acid, second is water only in the reaction. So in this case, when the battery will be used up, what is molar weight of this sulfuric acid? 98 gram. it have molar weight 98 gram. When reaction take place, they form water which have molar weight 18 gram per mole. Acid have molar weight 98 gram per mole. So whenever the question they ask you, okay, for how much duration the battery have been consumed, like for how many ampere hours battery have been used. What is meaning of ampere hour? If we draw a current of 1 ampere per second, then in 1 hour they can withdraw how much current? 3600 coulombs. The charge equivalent to 3600 coulombs can be taken as 1 ampere hour. Possessing a current, withdrawing a current of 1 ampere for 1 hour, how much charge will be withdrawn from the battery? That is called ampere hour. So they ask sometime for how many ampere hour battery have been consumed, or find number of Faradays consumed, used up, withdrawn from the battery. So in that kind of question, to find the amount, only we can take this compounds amount only. What data in the question is supplied, the data will be given before use. What happens? Solution is containing dilute solution of H2SO4 electrolyte which contain 38% by weight, and for solution density is 1.3 gram per cc. Listen this point very carefully. This is very important. When the battery will be used, what do you think about the weight of solution? Or for solution density, the weight of solution will decrease because इसका मोलर वेट है 98, इसका मोलर वेट है 18. जब रिएक्शन होगा तो इसका अमाउंट कंज्यूम हो रहा है, कम हो रहा है. अमाउंट कम होने का मीनिंग क्या है? इसका मोलर वेट 98 है और इसका कितना मोलर वेट है? जस्ट 18. So 98 gram of substance in solution give only 18 gram water. So the weight of solution decrease. Even if volume is supposed to remain almost constant, then the density of solution will decrease. Normally when the battery's solution density reaches around 1.2 gram per cc, the battery need recharging. It need recharge or recharging. So the battery will have density dropping around 1.2 gram per cc, it require recharging. तो इस बैटरी का ये आपका क्या होता है? इंडिकेशन कि करंट विल बी लोअर. नाउ फॉर कैलकुलेशन, अगेन कमिंग ऑन कैलकुलेशन पार्ट. आई होप ये पॉइंट आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा कि इसका मोलर वेट ज्यादा है, इसका मोलर वेट कम है. जब रिएक्शन होगा तो टोटल वेट ज्यादा है, कम वेट बनेगा सोल्यूशन में, तो वेट ऑफ सोल्यूशन कम होगा. व्हाट इज डेंसिटी? वेट बाय वॉल्यूम. तो वेट कम होगा तो क्या होगा? सोल्यूशन का डेंसिटी कम होगा. When the battery will be used up, the density of solution decreases because the weight of solution will decrease as well. अब question by finding number of Faradays. We told you some Faraday's laws based question. Number of Faradays in this case can be taken same as gram equivalent of sulfuric acid used. और ये कितना होता है? It is weight upon equivalent weight. What is equivalent weight? Molar weight is 98 by n factor. Can you tell in the reaction what is n factor value of sulfuric acid? ये पॉइंट ऐसा है कि बच्चे गलती करते हैं इसमें. इसमें कितना n factor आना चाहिए इस एसिड के लिए? Can you tell? 2? No. इसका n factor 1 रहता है. 1 क्यों रहता है? देखिए आपका जब रिएक्शन हुआ, in the net reaction they involve how many electrons? 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. आपका ऑक्सीडेशन हुआ तब इलेक्ट्रॉन 2 का लॉस हुआ, रिडक्शन में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन का गेन हुआ. व्हेन ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन रिएक्शन टेक प्लेस, दे एक्सचेंज 2 moles of electrons. They exchange 2 moles of electrons lost in oxidation or gain in reduction. For how many moles involved in the net reaction? 2 moles. इसका खुद का यहाँ पर ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन नहीं हो रहा है, बट इसके टर्म्स में हम निकालेंगे नंबर ऑफ फेराडेज. इसका खुद का ऑक्सीडेशन या रिडक्शन नहीं हुआ यहाँ पर, बट इसके टर्म्स में ही आपको निकालना है नंबर ऑफ फेराडेज. तो हम क्या करते हैं? इसका फैक्टर निकालेंगे यहाँ पर 1. क्यों? 2 मोल्स के लिए हमारे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन कंज्यूम हुए, तो 1 मोल के लिए कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन कंज्यूम होगा? 1 मोल इलेक्ट्रॉन. इसलिए इस कंपाउंड का एन फैक्टर यहाँ पर 1 लेते हैं. इसको ध्यान रख लीजिए, ये पॉइंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर आप यहाँ पर एन फैक्टर 2 ले लेंगे, आप सोचोगे डाइप्रोटिक Yes, so n factor 2 no. माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, n फैक्टर इसका 1 रहेगा, इसको आप ध्यान से नोट कर लीजिए, ठीक है। तो n फैक्टर कितना हुआ आपका 1 हो जाएगा, तो क्या हुआ अगर आपका n फैक्टर 1 है तो क्या हुआ सेम एज मोल्स ऑफ एसिड कंज्यूम्स। So in this case number of Faradays will be same as moles of sulfuric acid used। आप इस पॉइंट को ध्यान रखेंगे, ये हमारा रिएक्शन करता है ड्यूरिंग डिस्चार्जिंग when the battery is supplying electrical energy due to this chemical redox reaction which is spontaneous। In that case if it is undergoing discharging during recharging, आपका दोनों रिएक्शन क्या करोगे रिवर्स कर देंगे, ठीक है। दैट इज वर्किंग ऑफ द लेड स्टोरेज बैटरी। इस पॉइंट पे बेस कुछ क्वेश्चन आगे कराएंगे, तो बट आप इतना ध्यान रखिए फिलहाल टाइम बिंग के लिए कि इस कंपाउंड का n फैक्टर 1 रहेगा। अमाउंट निकालना इजी है कि आफ्टर यूज देगा कि इतना बैटरी में सोल्यूशन में एसिड का अमाउंट बचा हुआ है, इतना परसेंटेज बाय वेट है और इस सोल्यूशन का डेंसिटी दिया हुआ है, तो कितना डिफरेंस आएगा वेट। हाउ टू फाइंड वेट, वॉल्यूम इनटू डेंसिटी इज वेट ऑफ सॉल्यूशन, कितना परसेंटेज निकालोगे फिर इसका अमाउंट निकालेंगे, डिफरेंस इज द वेट ऑफ एसिड यूज्ड बाय मोलर वेट 98 मोल्स दे देगा। सिंस n फैक्टर 1 है तो मोल्स विल बी सेम एज नंबर ऑफ फैराडेज यूज्ड इन द बैटरी इन द गिवन टाइम इंटरवल। ओके, so it is about working and functioning of your lead storage battery। अब आगे चलते हैं, नेक्स्ट आएगा इसमें निकल कैडमियम बैटरी। So let us take in secondary cell, next example taken is nickel cadmium battery। This battery again like other primary secondary cells is rechargeable। ये प्रॉपर्टी होता है सेकेंडरी सेल्स का कि रिचार्जेबल। इसका यूज कहाँ पर होता है, देखिए इसका यूज कहाँ होता है मेनली इन कैमरास, कैलकुलेटर दे यूज नाउ मोर कॉमनली, तो दे यूज स्पेशली कैमरास कैलकुलेटर्स। इसका एडवांटेज क्या है, दे हैव लॉन्गर लाइफ एज कंपेयर्ड टू लेड स्टोरेज बैटरी बट दे आर मोर एक्सपेंसिव, दे आर मोर एक्सपेंसिव बट दे हैव लॉन्गर लाइफ एज कंपेयर्ड टू योर लेड स्टोरेज बैटरी। इसका इसमें एनोड क्या होता है, कैडमियम इन द केस इज इलेक्ट्रोड इज एक्टिंग एज एनोड, कैडमियम इलेक्ट्रोड इज एक्टिंग एज एनोड एंड दिस कैथोड इज मेटल ग्रेड, a metal grid containing nickel dioxide NiO2, Ni4 oxide is cathode, NiO2 supported by the metal grid that is acting as cathode and it is immersed in solution of KOH। KOH solution is acting as electrolyte, concentrated solution of KOH is acting as electrolyte। What is reactions at anode? At anode oxidation reaction occur of cadmium to give cadmium hydroxide in OH presence giving electrons। At cathode reduction reaction occur of nickel plus 4 to give nickel in plus 2 state। Redox reaction will be spontaneous involving 2 electrons। If I write net reaction taken here, a net reaction you can take here 2 OH and will cancel out in the net reaction। We can write net reaction cadmium solid plus NiO2 solid plus 2 H2O giving CdOH whole twice solid plus nickel hydroxide solid। It is the net reaction in the given nickel cadmium battery। Net reaction, see the net reaction does not involve any gas, the net reaction does not involve any gas, so such batteries can be sealed। So this battery can be sealed because the reaction involved no gas evolution in the reaction, so such batteries can be sealed easily। Then this battery can provide a voltage around 1.4 in the life, this will produce a voltage around 1.4 volt, this can produce a voltage or potential around 1.4 volt। Now in this reaction you can again see the like we have discussed in last lead storage battery also that cadmium hydroxide or nickel hydroxide are produced at anode and cathode। If we take the lead storage battery we get lead sulfate formation at anode and cathode both electrodes, and lead sulfate was adsorbed adhered on the electrode respectively. Same thing also happens here, that cadmium hydroxide will adhere, stick on the cadmium electrodes, and nickel hydroxide will adhere on the metal grid containing nickel oxide, nickel 4 oxide. So what happens, this make them to change the direction of reaction at any time at the requirement. Remember, we have discussed in previous case, I'm again repeating in this cell also, they produce some substances, solids, which are adhered, adsorbed intake on the electrodes, so that on recharging the reaction direction can be reversed spontaneously, easily. ये requirement होता है इसका, ठीक है। तो आपका ये हुआ, तो इनका ये हुआ एडवांटेज कि दैट दे विल हैव लॉन्गर लाइफ, रिचार्जेबल भी आपके होते हैं, तो दैट बेटर देन वी कैन टेक प्राइमरी सेल्स, स्पेशल ड्राई सेल्स। इसका मेन ड्रॉबैक क्या होता है, कैडमियम, पॉइजनस नेचर, डिस्पोजल प्रॉब्लम। Cadmium being poisonous nature, the problem will be arising disposal of cadmium in the reaction which is there. Okay, so anyway it is the working of nickel cadmium battery. I hope आपको समझ में आया होगा। आपको क्या याद करना है, इतनी सारी रिएक्शन हो रही है, आपको मेनली रिएक्शन ध्यान रखना है और उसका की पॉइंट्स। डायग्राम आपको स्पेशली अगर पता है तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं डायग्राम बहुत नहीं पूछते हैं। अब डायग्राम आपको जो मैंने ड्रॉ किया वही डायग्राम ध्यान रख लीजिए। कौन से ड्राई सेल का डायग्राम देख लिया, वन कैन टेक फॉर द लेड स्टोरेज बैटरी डायग्राम था, वो देख लीजिए। इधर इंपॉर्टेंट डायग्राम्स के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से होते हैं। और बाकी आपको रिएक्शंस लेकिन पता होना चाहिए, एनोड पे कौन सा रिएक्शन है, कैथोड पे क्या रिएक्शन है, बैटरी का क्या एडवांटेज है और क्या ड्रॉबैक है बैटरीज का, ये आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट स्पेशली होगा, ठीक है। तो अब हमारा नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल आता है इसमें फ्यूल सेल्स। ओके, so let us take next topic, fuel cell. So let us take our next topic taken, fuel cells. In fuel cells what happen, the enthalpy of combustion will directly convert into electrical energy. In the fuel cell the enthalpy of combustion of which fuels, hydrogen, CO, CH4, CH3OH, etc. different fuels are there. When they undergo combustion, what is combustion reactions? Redox reactions. Combustion reactions are example of redox reactions. They involve electrons exchange. So when we take combustion reactions involving redox reactions, that redox reaction which is involving electrons, that redox reaction which become spontaneous, we are using for generation of the electrical current, electrical energy. So that happens in the fuel cells. They convert the enthalpy of combustion directly into electrical energy. Now we can have different fuel cells. Among that, our fuel cell which we have to study is H2O2 fuel cell. We will study here fuel cell, H2O2 fuel cell. In this H2O2 fuel cell, it is a rough diagram drawn here. We are having anode made of porous carbon containing suitable catalyst like palladium, platinum, etc. Cathode also of porous carbon, same होता है, cathode also made of porous carbon containing suitable catalyst, palladium, platinum, स्पेस कम है इसलिए लिखा नहीं मैंने वहाँ पर है। यहाँ पे कैथोड से होता है, कैथोड is also made of porous carbon containing suitable catalyst, platinum, palladium, silver, etc. They can be there. And it is porous electrodes through which the gas are diffused, and then we take concentrated solution of KOH or NaOH is used as electrolyte. Concentrated KOH or NaOH is used as electrolyte. When reaction take place, what happen? They will form water. Water is produced in the reaction. So what happen in the given case? When reactions are taken, we are supplying fuel. What is fuel? Hydrogen and oxygen continuously. In this case, the fuel supply should be continuous. From one side we are putting hydrogen, second side introducing oxygen through porous carbon. They will be diffusing into the KOH, and then reaction take place. At anode, common oxidation reaction occur. Hydrogen oxidized to the water and electron liberation at anode, oxidation reaction. oxidation reaction occur at anode. At cathode, reduction reaction take place. At cathode, reduction reaction take place where O2 plus H2O give a plus electron form OH negative ion. If you write net reaction, just combine both. If you write the net reaction, क्या आपका आएगा 2H2 गैस प्लस O2 गैस, वाटर यहाँ पे कितना है 4, यहाँ 2 है तो 2 will cancel, OH OH we can cancel out, electrons also will cancel out, will give 2H2O liquid. Give 2H2O liquid. This fuel cells, they are used in spacecraft. Used in spacecraft. Why? Because they produce water which can be used for drinking purpose by the astronauts. The Apollo mission, which went to moon, they have used this fuel cell, which was providing water as the byproduct. The weight of the fuel cell is around 200 kg, which were used there. And if you remember Apollo 13, which was blasted because of only fuel cell blast, that caused accident. Apollo 13 flight, that spacecraft was blasted for that reason. Anyway, let's come on the reaction base. This fuel cells, they will have reactions already are clear to you. स्पेसक्राफ्ट में यूज होते हैं, स्पेशल का यूज होता है एप्लीकेशंस, और इसका ये हाइड्रोजन और O2 आपका एग्जांपल लिया था हमने यहाँ फ्यूल सेल का. ऑक्सीडेशन आपका रिडॉक्स रिएक्शन होगा. इन दिस रिडॉक्स रिएक्शन दे कन्वर्ट, दे विल प्रोड्यूस एनर्जी, हीट एनर्जी. दैट हीट एनर्जी विल कन्वर्ट टू इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी डायरेक्टली. अब इसमें क्या होता है, इसका एडवांटेज क्या है बैटरीज के, देखिए दिस बैटरी इज नेवर डेड. क्यों? द फ्यूल्स are supplied regularly and that too they convert to water which keep on separating out. So this battery will have long, we can take, will never dead. It can produce electric energy as long as we keep on supplying the fuels for combustion reaction. They can produce a voltage of around 0.9 volt continuously. They can produce a voltage around 0.9 volt. That is the voltage produced by the given cells. And they maintain they require temperature to be kept around 70 to 140 degrees Celsius, and definitely high pressure required to store the gases. So that's the problem also. The main issues or drawback of the batteries are there to store the hydrogen gas or the O2 gases at low pressure, at high pressure in this condition of temperature. That is problematic in using fuel cells. Anyway, अगला कहता है for the fuel cells, sometimes we have questions for calculation of efficiency of fuel cells. Written percentage efficiency of fuel cells can be given by delta G of combustion by delta H naught of combustion into 100. If you take for water production, delta G is given minus 237.39 kilojoule per mole. And delta H of combustion of water given around minus 285.7 kilojoule per mole into 100. That gives the fuel efficiency around 83%. Meaning, to this extent, the heat and the energy of combustion will convert to free energy. That is electrical energy. Ab delta G naught is minus NFE naught is electrical work done. So in this case, when they ask sometime question of calculation of fuel cells percentage efficiency, so it is around 83% in this case. But in general, the fuel cells have efficiency around 60 to 70% in most cases. Okay. If you take the thermal power plant, they will have maximum fuel efficiency only around 40%. Because already I discussed in combustion, पहले क्या होगा, कंबस्शन हुआ कोल का, CO2 गैस बनता है, उस कंबस्शन में हीट इवॉल्व होगा. जो हीट इवॉल्व होता है उससे क्या होता है, they will evaporate water to form steam. That steam will help in rotation of turbines and then they can generate electrical energy. Lot of wastage normally happens there. So they have lower fuel efficiency. We are trying to use these cells in future, especially in future hydrogen economy. देखिए आपको पता है कि राइट नाउ वी आर यूजिंग फॉसिल फ्यूल्स, पेट्रोल, डीजल, or gases, LPG or other gases, they are not everlasting. It is well known to all of us. They are not everlasting. कभी तो खत्म होना ही है. जब खत्म होंगे तो क्या होगा? फिर फ्यूल कहाँ से लाएंगे? और अगला रीजन क्या है? जो हमारे फ्यूल हम यूज करते हैं, पेट्रोलियम, डीजल और एलपीजी और अदर गैसेस, उनमें क्या होता है? दे इवॉल्व गैसेस, CO2 गैसेस, तो दे विल कॉज ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट, pollution, a large scale that can develop in ozone depletion are also caused by this greenhouse effect, greenhouse gases effect. So what happen? They are causing pollution hazards using the fossil fuels. यहाँ पर क्या है? सेफ है. उस एंगल से क्या बनता है? वाटर we can use for drinking purpose as well. Only problem is handling and using them on commercial scale so that they can be used even for other purpose. So trials are going on if we can use this in future fuel cells for generation of electric energy. They are highly efficient, non-polluting, highly efficient, see the efficiency, and non-polluting fuel cells. What is the drawbacks? Drawbacks are technical problems. इसमें क्या है? Gas, if you take three phases, gas, hydrogen, O2 gas, solids, carbon electrodes, and solutions, liquids are to be in contact simultaneously. So again technical issues are coming to bring all three in contact same time. Then maintenance of the gas maintaining the gases at high pressure again is problematic. To store the gases at high pressure again is problematic in the given case, and they are quite expensive. They are using catalyst, platinum, palladium, silver, which are having high cost. Due to high cost of the catalyst, commercially they are not, they are becoming expensive. They become commercially expensive. And one drawback more can be taken: nature of electrolyte. What is electrolyte? KOH or NaOH. High concentration taken of NaOH or KOH. They are corrosive in action. By corrosive nature, they again are difficult to handle. So there are some drawbacks and the application of fuel cells. So anyway, it is our topic, the batteries or cells, which we are completing now. Okay, so it is about the functioning and working of batteries. Next topic we can take is corrosion, and we take then conductance. Okay, next topic we will take is corrosion in next topic, next class.